Hola chicos, bienvenidos a mi canal de YouTube. Soy Hawani y feliz año nuevo. So I just recently got back from New Zealand. So now that we're into 2024, I thought it would be a really good opportunity just to go through some really important and useful Spanish expressions that'll just make your life a whole lot easier. Here are some examples of these powerful Spanish expressions. Estoy a punto de ir a la playa. Estoy a punto de ir a la playa. Acabo de leer todos los documentos. Acabo de leer todos los documentos. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas aprendiendo español? ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas aprendiendo español? No tengo ganas de hacer mi tarea esta noche. No tengo ganas de hacer mi tarea esta noche. Let's now break down these expressions, but we'll also go through some specific examples and exercises so that you can start adding these expressions into your Spanish straight away. Now, first up, using the verb llevar. So the verb llevar to basically express a situation or an action that's been ongoing now for a period of time. Por ejemplo, if I wanted to ask you, how long have you been learning Spanish? Or ¿cuánto tiempo llevas aprendiendo español? So, ¿cuánto tiempo llevas aprendiendo español? Now, if you wanted to reply, I've been learning Spanish for 4 years. So using the verb llevar is the most common way to reply to this particular question. So, first of all, let's break it down. We first conjugate the verb llevar in the yo form. So, yo llevo. So yo llevo. We then add on the period of time, in this case, that we've been learning Spanish for, which is 4 years. So llevo 4 años. So llevo 4 años. We then use the verb aprender to learn, but just like in English, we add on the ing onto that. So llevo 4 años aprendiendo español. So llevo 4 años aprendiendo español. I've been learning Spanish for 4 years. Before we move on, if you don't know how to add the ing onto a verb in Spanish, I'll leave a link in the description box for you below to another video I did a little while ago explaining exactly how to do that. I hope that makes sense. Now let me give you this exercise. Translate this for me. I have been working in this company for more than 5 years. So I have been working in this company for more than 5 years. Awesome. So you'd simply say, llevo más de 5 años trabajando en esta empresa. So llevo más de 5 años trabajando en esta empresa. You can see if we break it down, we again conjugate the verb llevar in the yo form, so yo llevo. We then add on the time period, more than 5 years, so más de 5 años, and then we add on the ing onto the verb trabajar, which is to work. So llevo más de 5 años trabajando en esta empresa. Now the second useful expression in Spanish using the verb estar, a punto de, más infinitivo. So really simple one, but a very useful one at the same time. And it basically expresses just like we do in English when you're about to do something. Now to help explain this better, let me give you an example. If I wanted to say, I am about to visit my family, all I'd simply do is say, estoy a punto de visitar a mi familia. So estoy a punto de visitar a mi familia. So let's break it down. First of all, we conjugate the verb estar in the yo form in the present tense, so yo estoy. We then say a punto de. We then add on another verb in its unconjugated or infinitive form, so in this case, visitar a mi familia. So estoy a punto de visitar a mi familia. So you can see it's pretty simple, and it's a really common way in Spanish to express what you're about to do, just like how we use it in English. So let me give you another example. If I wanted to say, I'm about to watch the news, all would say is, estoy a punto de ver las noticias. So estoy a punto de ver las noticias. Or if one of your New Year's resolutions is to get in shape and go to the gym, and you wanted to say, I'm about to go to the gym, estoy a punto de ir al gimnasio. So estoy a punto de ir al gimnasio. So you can see it's pretty simple. Let's finish off with me giving you an exercise. So translate this for me. I'm about to study for my exam. So I'm about to study for my exam. How would you say that? Nice and simple, not too difficult. So estoy a punto de estudiar para mi examen. So estoy a punto de estudiar para mi examen. The next useful Spanish expression is using the verb acabar. So the verb acabar, de, plus another verb in its infinitive form. So this is basically the opposite of estar a punto de. So acabar de más infinitivo is basically saying what you've just done. Por ejemplo, I just ran 10 kilometers. Acabo de correr 10 kilómetros. So acabo de correr 10 kilómetros. So another really useful Spanish expression. So let's break it down again. We simply conjugate the verb acabar in the yo form. So acabo de plus another verb, in this case correr. So acabo de correr 10 kilómetros. I just ran 10 kilometers. So very simple, but very effective. Let me give you another example. I just finished my Spanish class. Acabo de terminar mi clase de español. So acabo de terminar mi clase de español. So if we take a look again, you can see I've conjugated the verb acabar in the yo form in the present tense. So acabo. We've then added on the verb terminar, to finish, in its unconjugated or infinitive form. So acabo de terminar mi clase de español. I just finished my Spanish class. So I hope that makes sense. Now let me test you. How would you translate this for me? I just spoke to my best friend. Awesome. So you'd simply say, acabo de hablar con mi mejor amigo. So acabo de hablar con mi mejor amigo. Again, really simple one, but very effective. Another really powerful expression in Spanish is using the verb tener, ganas, de, plus another verb in its unconjugated or infinitive form. So this is similar to in English when we're saying what we feel like doing. Por ejemplo, if I wanted to say, I feel like studying another language, I'd simply say, tengo ganas de estudiar otro idioma. So tengo ganas de estudiar otro idioma. So again, very simple. We first conjugate that verb tener in the yo form in the present tense. So yo tengo ganas de, plus the verb estudiar in its infinitive form, otro idioma. So very simple, but again, a very effective way to express something you feel like doing, similar to how we use it in English. Now, let me give you another example. Let's use the verb estudiar again. Let's say one night you're tired, it's been a long day at work, and you don't feel like studying tonight. Okay, you could say, no tengo ganas de estudiar esta noche. So, no tengo ganas de estudiar esta noche. So again, I don't feel like studying tonight. So you can see how simple this is. Let's finish it off with an exercise though. I feel like traveling more this year. So I feel like traveling more this year, which again might be one of your New Year's resolutions. Yeah, nice and simple. So you'd simply say, tengo ganas de viajar más este año. So tengo ganas de viajar más este año. Great job. So what I'd recommend doing now is practicing these by either saying them out loud or writing them down. Then what I want you to do is go out and practice these expressions in the next few conversations that you have in Spanish. And believe me, you will see a difference in how you can actually express yourself in the language. Apart from that though, if you made it this far, please like the video. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Hasta pronto.